And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everyone. This is Kenny Masterson, and I'm coming to you live from the Elsberry High School Gymnasium, where we're about 5 minutes away from seeing the Elsberry Indians varsity boys team versus the Clopton Hawk varsity boys team. We just watched a really good girls game where Clopton pulled out about a 4 or 5 point victory over Elsberry in a hard fought game. That fourth quarter was really good game. But we have a whole new game now. And so we're going to be pitting the visiting Clopton Hawks. They are a 1-3 team this year versus the Elsberry Indians. They are a 2-4 team. So neither team has seen a whole lot of success. So we'll just have to see what happens with putting the two of them together. I know Elsberry's they've had a little bit of turmoil on their team this past week. I'm not really privy to all the information, but I know that there's been some turmoil. But the players that they have playing are going to be trying as hard as they possibly can. We know that. So at this point in time, I'd like to go over the roster that was given to me for the visiting Clopton Hawks. On the roster tonight for Clopton is number 11, Sam Dalrymple. He is a junior. Number 13, junior Jared Hone. Number 15, sophomore Daniel Harvey. Number 20, senior Peyton Sambo. Number 22, a junior Sean Yates. Number 24, junior Dalton Struss. Number 33, senior Michael Wright. Number 35, junior Malik McPike. Number 40, junior Kyle Martin. Number 44, sophomore Zach Evans. Number 51, junior Chance Lucas. Number 53, junior Kenan Watts. And number 55, sophomore Riley Walker. That's the players for the Clopton Hawks. They are coached by Tony Francis and assisted by Matt Cannon. Now for your Elsberry Indians varsity boys. On the roster tonight is number 1, Cody Thornhill. He's a 5'7" junior. Number 5, Eddie Bonstell. He's a 5'11" sophomore. Number 10, Shane Lewis, a 5'11" junior. Number 12, Derek Taylor, 6'3" senior. Number 14, Garrett Hall. He is a 6'1" senior. Number 22, Gabriel Hill. He's a 6'4" sophomore. Number 24, Jake Reimel. He's a 5'11" junior. Number 44, Garrick Hill. He's a 6'6" senior. And 54, Trevor Anthony, also a 6'6" senior. And number 50, these are add-ons to this team, is not on the roster but was added on this evening. Number 50, Bo Henry. Number 3, Jack St. Pierre, and number 20, Joel Mound. Head coach for the Elsberry Indians is Chad Twellman, assisted by Andrew Hopkins. We have about a minute and a half before the game starts, and they're pulling in now to get the starting lineup, so I'll just give you the starting lineups as I hear them go out. I've actually know who the starters is for Elsberry, but I don't know who they are for Clopton. So you'll find out when I find out. Let's get the camera over here onto the Elsberry side. There's the Buzzer telling them to get ready. Not well. Maybe they're not going to do a starting lineup. Okay, here they go. Here they go. Here's the starters for Clopton. 15, Daniel Harvey. Number 22, Sean Yates. Number 35, Malik McPike. Number 44, Zach Evans. And number 53, Kenan Watts. I remember a lot of these names from football season. Now starting for your hometown, Elsberry Indians varsity.
And now for your Elsberry Indians. Number 12, Derek Taylor.
Derek Taylor, number 12.
Number 24, Jake Reimel.
Number 24, Jake Reimel.
Number 44, Garrick Hill.
Number 44, Garrick Hill. Number 50, Bo Henry.
And number 54, Trevor Anthony.
And number 54, Trevor Anthony. There's the starting lineup for your hometown Elsberry Indians. All right, as the Elsberry's out on the court now, ready to start this game. Waiting for Clopton to show up. They're over here right now talking. Here comes the starters for Clopton. We are going to have Trevor Anthony jumping against Kenan Watts. And as they get ready for the opening tip-off for the first 8-minute quarter of this game. And the ball goes to Clopton first. They're keeping it on the outside. They got the ball in. Garrick Hill is going in and puts the ball up, and 2 points, Elsberry. Clopton has the ball. They're playing around the outside. They'd like to get it on the inside. Cross-court pass. There's a 3-point shot and bounces in and out, and Garrick Hill is up with the rebound. And here's Derek Taylor out on the point. Gets it over to Anthony, to Garrick Hill. There's a 3-point shot off the front of the rim. That was Trevor Anthony. Ball went out of bounds, and it's staying with Elsberry. Jake Reimel will be taking it out. He gets the ball into Trevor Anthony. Back out to Derek Taylor to set something up. And he's going to drive it to the post. Then there's 2 points. So Elsberry's getting their points in the paint early in this game, 4-0. Here's Clopton driving in. Ball, the shot is not there. Bo Henry with the rebound. And that was an ill-advised pass up the middle. That was Garrick Hill that made that pass. So Clopton brings it up. A little bit of pressure there by Elsberry, nothing tremendous. Clopton has it on the outside, gets it in, and here's Clopton tries driving it in, and now the ball is fumbled around. And it looks like the ball goes out against Elsberry, so Clopton will have the ball out of bounds. Daniel Harvey to throw it in. He gets it into Sean Yates. Like I said, I remember a lot of these names from football season, but I couldn't tell what they looked like with the helmets on. so I don't recognize them. There's a shot from the free throw line. Bounced out, and heck of a stuff there. Here's Jake Reimel going in, and they called an offensive foul on him. The shot was no good anyway. You get that with aggression, but aggression pays off. You just can't be out of control. So here's Clopton coming up the court. Some light pressure by Elsberry. They get the ball back now to get it down deep. There's a two-point shot, no good, and Bo Henry is up with that rebound, strong on the boards. Here's the ball back out to Garrick Hill, and he gets it to Derek Taylor. Slow it down just a little bit. Got it back out to Trevor Anthony, out to Garrick Hill, back out to Derek Taylor. And he's going to drive it in, but there was a foul away from the ball. That foul was against Trevor Anthony. That's a second foul of the game. Clopton driving it hard to the lane, and they get their 2 points. That was Sean Yates. Meanwhile, ball's brought up by Derek Taylor. Got it outside over to Anthony, and he runs into a brick wall, gets it into Bo Henry. And he tried to pass to Jake Reimel underneath, and it just went out of bounds. Reimel was not ready for it. Meantime, Clopton gets the ball back. Elsberry has a 2-point lead, 4-2, 4.5 minutes remaining the first quarter. Sean Yates takes it strong to the boards. Score is tied. There's Bo Henry with a three-pointer. Oh, off the inside of the rim. Ball outside to Jake Reimel. Ball outside to Derek Taylor now. Here's Garrick Hill with the free throw line. Shot was not there. Garrick Hill fought for it. See what they're going to call. Is this a jump ball or is this a foul? It'd be nice if they'd make a call. All right, ball into Derek Taylor. Jake Reimel has it, and he's going to drive to the basket, and he is fouled. That foul was on Sean Yates, but they say it was not a shooting foul, so they get the ball out of bounds. Get the ball into Trevor Anthony, and he is stuffed. Jake Reimel fights for the ball. See what they're going to call here. Okay, they called a foul on Clopton there. That foul was on Malik McPike. They're buzzing the buzzer. Something's not going right. Meanwhile, Bo Henry is out of bounds to throw the ball into Derek Taylor. And now we're having a conference of referees. I have no idea what the situation is. But you're seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. They're sitting there looking at the scorebook. And now they're walking away with the scorebook. Let's just see. They're talking to the Clopton coach. Still don't have any idea what's going on. Now they're talking to the Elsberry coach. Okay, the referee just held up 2 fingers. I don't know. Okay, we've had a technical called. I really don't have any idea what this technical is about. But in the meantime, it puts Derek Taylor on the line. First shot is up, and it's good. Getting ready for his second shot. And it's good. Gives Elsberry a 2-point lead and possession of the ball. They had possession anyway. But Jake Reimel's going to be taking it out of bounds now. Gets it into Derek Taylor. Bo Henry has it. He tried getting it into Garrick Hill, and it was knocked out by Clopton. Now they get it into Garrick Hill, and he gets it out to Derek Taylor. And he's going to drive it hard to the lane, and he dumps it off to Hill, who dumped it back. Oh, I think they're going to call him for traveling. Elsberry got a little bit too fancy there, and they got caught traveling. So Elsberry takes the ball out of bounds, down by 2 points. And we have a foul now on Derek Taylor. So Clopton brings it in. Exactly where they were before, but now there's just one more foul on Derek Taylor. Oh, right underneath. Clopton player right underneath. Oh, and they called him for traveling. Woo! Wow. So, that shot was no good. The score remains 6-4. Derek Taylor's bringing it up with just a little bit of half-court pressure by Clopton. And he's taking it strong. They dumped it off to Bo Henry. Gets it out to Reimel. Back to Derek Taylor. Here's Garrick Hill taking it to the line, and his shot is no good. But he was fouled on the way up, and he gets the 2 points and the foul. Bo Henry's coming out, and Jack St. Pierre is coming in. Meanwhile, Garrick Hill is on the line with 1 shot. And it's no good. Clopton gets the rebound. There was a shot from right underneath on the baseline, and it didn't go in, but there was a foul called. That foul was on Reimel. That's his second foul of the game. Shot is up, and it's good. That is Sean Yates on the line. Second shot is up, and it's no good. But Clopton comes up with the rebound. Here's a three-point attempt by Yates. Way too long. And Derek Taylor comes up with the rebound. Here's Bo Henry taking it underneath, and it rolls out. So there's a baseline drive and goes in. Here's Garrick Hill has the line. He's going in strong, and he gets the 2 points. Nobody fouled him. Scores 10-7, 3-point lead for Elsberry. Clopton has the ball. They're driving in on the baseline, and their points are good. 1 point lead for Elsberry. A little over a minute remaining in the first quarter. Garrick Hill picked up his dribble. He needs to get rid of the ball. There we go. Here's Trevor Anthony with the ball out at the top of the key. He gets it to Jack St. Pierre. He's going to try to set it up. Here's Garrick Hill, has it over to Derek Taylor. And he's going to drive to the line. But he dished it out to Garrick Hill, who goes in. See what they call here. The shot did not drop. And that foul is on Malik McPike. That's his second. Puts Garrick Hill at the line with, I'm sure, 2 shots. First one, oh, rims out. So here's Hill back for his second shot. Ball is up, and it's good. 11-9, Elsberry over Clopton right now. Little over half a minute remaining in the first quarter. And that ball is out of bounds off of Elsberry, but they broke up the play. Exactly 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Clopton gets the ball in. And now they're pushing it around the perimeter. And all right, they stole the ball from Clopton down at the end, tried to throw up for a fast break, and Bo Henry could not catch up with the ball. Meantime, several substitutions being made. Here's Cody Thornhill in. I believe it's his first time in tonight. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Clopton has the ball, needs to go the length of the court. And they're driving into the basket, and whistle stops the play. I believe this is going to be on Jake Mound. No. It's on Jack St. Pierre. Be his first. 3.7 seconds remaining. Clopton has the ball under their basket. There's the ball up, and it's no good. But a foul was called on, I believe, Cody Thornhill. Yep. This is probably a shooting foul. Yes, it is. That's putting Zach Evans on the line for 2 shots. He could tie this game going into the second quarter. First shot is up, and it's good. Makes it 11-10. This shot could tie it up. Shot is up, and it's no good, but we have a whistle. Must have been a violation of some kind. 1.9 seconds remaining, and the pass in was broken up by Clopton. Leaves 0.6 seconds remaining on the clock. They get the ball in, but there's not time to do anything. So, at the end of the first quarter, we have the Elsberry Indians 11 and the Clopton Hawks 10. Let's take a break.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Okay, we are back. We got the cheerleaders out there cheering. We have a tight game here, 11-10 after one quarter. Both teams doing whatever they need to do. If this game goes like this the rest of the time, I don't know if I'll have any voice left. Clopton's back out on the court to start the second quarter, waiting for Elsberry. And there they go. It's going to be Clopton's ball out of bounds. Take me a little drink here, get some moisture in my throat. Throws it up, hits the backboard, gets his own rebound. Clopton retains possession of it. There's a two-pointer. That was Zach Evans. That gives Clopton the lead, 12-11. Meanwhile, Garrick Hill has the ball out on the point, gets it over to Derek Taylor. Garrick Hill has it. It looked like he wanted to drive, and that's exactly what he's doing. Puts it off the backboard, and Bo Henry comes up. And there's a three-pointer by Jake Reimel. Just like that, Elsberry takes a 2-point lead. They get the ball in quick to Kenan Watts, and he's got his 2 points. Score is tied, 14-14. There's Hill out on the point. He thought about driving it, and it came off of his foot. Derek Taylor fumbled the ball, gets it over to Bo Henry, though. Now here's Trevor Anthony. Here's Garrick Hill going to drive it in. Puts it up, and it's good. 16-14. And that ball is stolen. And here's Jake Reimel going in. And not good. Okay, they're going to call everything off there. That's going to be goaltending against Elsberry. So Clopton gets the ball. They are down by 2 points. Just a little over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Here's, see what they're going to do. They can't seem to get it inside right now, so Sean Yates is going up. He went up strong. And Trevor Anthony came down with the rebound, and he was fouled. He was fouled by Kenan Watts as his first. Jake Reimel's going to take it out of bounds, give it to Derek Taylor. Little bit of light half-court pressure here by Clopton. Gets it in low to Garrick Hill, and there's Jake Reimel. Thought about a three-pointer. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, and it's no good. And he does draw the foul. That foul was on Dalton Struss. That's his first. First free throw is up, and it's no good. Short. Got Peyton Sambo coming in. Didn't see who went off. Dalton Struss went off. Second shot is up, and it's good. So Elsberry with a precarious 3-point lead. 5:34 remaining in the first half. Clopton bringing it up the court. No pressure at all by Elsberry. Just setting up in their zone defense. But they are having to keep it on the outside. They're not able to. And that ball was thrown away by Clopton. They're having a little bit of trouble against Elsberry's zone defense. So here's Derek Taylor bringing it up. Get the camera back on him. He was going slower than I thought he was. And he's just taking it to the line up, and it's good. All right, there's a 5-point lead by Elsberry. 5:02 remaining in the first half, 19-14. Let's take a break.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we are back. Clopton out on the court. Elsberry coming out now. Clopton's going to be bringing the ball up. Once again, no pressure by Elsberry. But they've got that zone defense. And there was a rebound by Garrick Hill, and he throws it all the way down. And three-pointer, Derek Taylor. There was Sean Yates, just drove it right up. Pretty play by Sean Yates. So Derek Taylor gets it back up. He gets it into Hill. Hill looks like he wants to take it up and misses on his. Bo Henry got the rebound and went up for the shot and draws a foul. Bo Henry is really playing aggressive tonight. I don't have his height down in front of me, but he is right up there. He's got to be 6'4", 6'5". First shot is up, and it rolls out. Second shot for Bo Henry. Oh, it just rolls out again. Meanwhile, Clopton gets the rebound. Bring it quickly up the court, and they're driving. And once again, Bo Henry had the rebound, kind of fumbled it, and Derek Taylor comes up with it. See what they're going to call here. Oh, they called a defensive foul on Clopton. Was that a shooting foul or not? No, I guess it wasn't. Elsberry has the ball out of bounds. Okay, now they're saying it's a 1-and-1. I thought that little red light up there meant that they were in the bonus, just a single bonus. But what do I know? So Derek Taylor to the line with a 1-1. First shot is up, and it's no good. Too strong. But Bo Henry comes up with the rebound. Tried to get it over to Garrick Hill. And in the scrum for the ball, Clopton comes up with it. Three-point attempt, and that is good. Three-pointer by Peyton Sambo. That takes the score back to 22-19. Okay, I'm not really sure what's going on here. There was a stoppage in play. I thought for a second there was a timeout, but apparently not. There were some substitutions being made, and it's just confusion. But anyway, Garrick Hill is bringing the ball up the court. Gets it over to Trevor Anthony, back to Garrick Hill. Oh, and he was stripped of the ball. And that layup was good, 2 points. And the foul was on Jack St. Pierre. So get 2 points and a free throw. That could tie this game. Shot is up and it falls in. We have a tied ball game, 22-22. Reimel with the ball on the outside, looking for anything to get it in. Pass broken up by Clopton. They've got the ball on the outside, they're driving the baseline. And Garrick Hill comes up with it. Here's Jack St. Pierre, and he's fouled on the way up. So Jack St. Pierre at the line with 2 shots. First one is up and it's no good, a little too strong. Second shot, give Elsberry the lead. Rolls around and comes out, but Reimel comes up with the rebound. And quickly we have a timeout called by Elsberry. Let's take a break.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents.
Okay, couldn't finish that commercial. Let's get back to the game. Elsberry has the ball out of bounds. Jake Reimel's going to throw it in, and we have a stoppage in play. Not really sure. Okay, there was a pushing foul called on Garrick Hill. That's his first. So, 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. And Garrick Hill steals the ball, takes it up, and it's good for 2 points. And Clopton was called for traveling. That was Zach Evans. This is a back and forth ball game tonight. Now what? I think there was some kind of a warning there against one of the Clopton players, but I'm not really sure. They need to tell me these things. They need to come up here and tell me, not the coaches. I'm the one that's telling you guys. Meanwhile, Jake Reimel's bringing the ball up the court, holding on to a 2-point lead and the ball. Jack St. Pierre on the outside. He gets it out to Jake Reimel into Garrick Hill, and he missed it from right underneath. Meanwhile, Clopton up the court, and there's a three-pointer, and it's in. That gives Clopton the lead again, 1 point. Jake Reimel drove it in hard, and the ball was, I don't know if there was a foul called or not. I don't think so. But the ball caught up between the backboard and the basket. He gets it into Garrick Hill, and he gets his 2 points in. Back to a 1-point lead for Elsberry. Get the ball down low. Here's a three-point attempt, and it's good. Zach Evans again. 2-point lead for Clopton. Little over a minute remaining in the first half. And there was a foul there, I believe on number 40. That's his second foul. That's Kyle Martin. That puts Joel Mound on the line for, be 1-1. No, they're at a double bonus. So he's there for 2 shots. First is up and rims out. It was more in than out, but then came out. This shot can put him back within 1 point. Second shot is up, and it's out also, but Jake Reimel gets the rebound. And Derek Taylor, fortunately, was across the line when he caught that ball. Meanwhile, Garrick Hill has it, picked up his dribble. And Garrick Hill was fouled by Zach Evans. That puts Garrick Hill on the line for 2 shots. This could tie up the game with 48.1 seconds remaining. First shot's up, and it's no good. Just a little bit short. It rolled the right way, but then rolled off to the right side. Meanwhile, Trevor Anthony's back in. Garrick Hill's back for another shot. And it rolls out. And the ball is out of bounds to Clopton. So 46.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Clopton with the ball and a 2-point lead. And that was Zach Evans, just a little bit out of control. He was driving to the basket and lost control of everything. 40 seconds remaining. And here's Derek Taylor bringing it up. No pressure at all by Clopton right now. Jake Reimel has it on the outside. He got it into Hill, but he could not get the shot away effectively. Clopton gets the ball down low. Now it's back out, back in low again. Meanwhile, there's a scrum for the ball, and Hill comes up with it. And at the end of the first half, the score is Clopton Hawks 28, the Elsberry Indians 26. Let's take a break. My voice needs it.
Show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And here we are back for the second half of this barn burner game. Looks like they're maybe giving the players a little extra warm-up time. I'm not really sure why they would do that, but game's running late anyway. But in the meantime, before we start this second half, Clopton is up over the Elsberry Indians by a score of 28-26. Once again, this is the Indian Sports Network broadcasting the varsity boys basketball game between Clopton Hawks and the Elsberry Indians. This is Kenny Masterson doing your announcing. Clopton gets the ball out of bounds to start this second half. They're doing a good job out on the perimeter. Ball was fumbled around. Oh, Garrick Hill's kind of lucky he didn't get a foul called in there. But he does come up with the rebound. Derek Taylor's going to take it on to the house. And they called an offensive foul on him. It was a kind of a late call. That's 2 on him. So Clopton gets the ball. That pass was broken up, and that's going to be over and back against Clopton. So Elsberry gets the ball out of bounds at the half-court line. Reimel gets it in to Derek Taylor. Back out to Reimel on the point. They've had pretty good success just driving the ball in, just as exactly what Hill is doing right now. Derek Taylor has the ball. And that ball was knocked around and Clopton came up with it. Sean Yates gets it back out to Zach Evans. And now Reimel gets the ball, and here's Derek Taylor, and he misses his shot. But he does draw the foul. So Derek Taylor is on the line right now. That was Zach Evans' second foul. Shot is no good. Oh, I hate to see that they've gone cold on their free throws. They need every point they can get right now. Ready for a second shot. It's up and it's good. 1 point deficit for Elsberry. Clopton brings the ball up the court. Here's a three-point shot. No good. And that foul was called on Bo Henry, and I absolutely didn't even see him touch anything. So Clopton gets the ball out of bounds. That's Bo Henry's first. And that's going to be a foul on Zach Evans. That's going to be his third foul. That was an over the back. And that brings him off the court. That's a good thing for Elsberry. Zach Evans can hit those three-pointers. So Jake Reimel has been. Here's Gary Kill. Had a easy. Okay, he gets his 2 points in that time. That gives Elsberry the lead, and the ball is thrown out of bounds. But it stays with Clopton. Elsberry has the lead now, 29-28. Trying to get the ball inside. There's a good play inside. That was Malik McPike that went in strong. And he drew the foul on Jake Reimel. That's his third. So Malik McPike to the line, and his point is good. That ties the score at 29. Second shot is no good. Clopton comes up with the rebound and puts the ball in. So 2-point lead for Clopton. 5:50 remaining in the third quarter. Hill has the ball outside. And that ball went out of bounds, but it went out of bounds off of Clopton. So Hill has the ball now, and he's going to drive in. Okay. The shot was no good. The foul was away from the ball. Reimel throws it into Hill, and he drives it in, puts it up, and it's good. Ties the score at 31. So Clopton brings it down, and the ball is fumbled around, and it's going out of bounds against Clopton. Elsberry gets the ball. Kind of funny seeing some of these players playing against each other, because during the football season, they are teammates on the same team. So these guys are all good friends playing against each other. Get the ball in low to Hill, and he gets his 2 points. That gives Elsberry the lead. Here's a three-point attempt. No good, and the ball is off of Trevor Anthony's foot. Going out of bounds to Clopton. Ball is in. There's Zach Evans back in the game, and 2 points. That was Daniel Harvey, strong to the boards. Ties the game up at 33. There's Derek Taylor bringing it up. Gets it out to Trevor Anthony. He's going to drive. That ball was off of a Clopton player. So Jake Reimel throws it in to Trevor Anthony. He gets it into Bo Henry, puts it up, and he is fouled on the way up. That's going to put Bo Henry on the line with 2 shots. Henry has been very aggressive tonight. First shot is up, and it was short. Here's Reimel coming out, and Jack St. Pierre coming in. Second shot. This would give Elsberry the lead. And it's short. Clopton gets the rebound, pushes it up the court. Shot was no good. That was Sean Yates. Shot was no good, but he was fouled. That foul was on Bo Henry. That's his second. So here's Sean Yates to the line with a chance to put Clopton back on top, and he does that. Beautiful free throw. Had a little bit of an unusual free throw shot. It doesn't matter, it went in. Let's take a look at that again. Nice, easy little shot. Up, that one didn't make it. Garrick Hill thought about throwing it down the court, thought better of it. In the meantime, he's got it. He's going to take it in, gets it back out to Derek Taylor, and he's in for 3 points. Maybe that was only a two-pointer. They only gave him 2 points on that. And there's going to be a call on Derek Taylor. That's putting Chance Lucas on the line. That's 3 fouls on Taylor. And that ball bounced off the backboard and in. Doesn't matter what they look like, they're still worth the same thing. That ties the score at 35. Here's a chance for Clopton to go out ahead. And that ball went out of bounds against Clopton, so Elsberry's going to bring the ball in. Here's Jake Reimel bringing it up the court. Some pressure by Clopton. Derek Taylor on the outside gets the ball over to Jack St. Pierre. He gets the ball into Trevor Anthony. Here's a three-pointer by Garrick Hill. Not any good. He hesitated on that one. Meanwhile, we have a jump ball. Clopton came up with the rebound, and Jake Reimel said, nope, I'm not letting you take that one. So that turns the ball over to Elsberry. And now after the fight for the ball, that goes to Clopton. So with the score tied, Clopton brings it up the court. There's a three-point attempt, no good. And that ball was knocked out of bounds by Clopton. Goes to Elsberry. Referee having a little talk with Jake Reimel. All right, and they just called a foul on Clopton's Daniel Harvey. That's his second of the night. So they get the ball into Derek Taylor. He takes it to Jake Reimel, and he was knocked down, but there was Trevor Anthony with 2 points. 37-35 Elsberry. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's a three-point attempt. No good, and Trevor Anthony comes up with the rebound. That was Daniel Harvey with that three-point attempt. Garrick Hill dribbling the ball up. Ball was taken from him, but Clopton fell on the way down, and hopefully he's okay. I can't see him. That was Malik McPike that was down, and he's holding his left hand. So we've got a stoppage in play right now. Clopton coach is pretty upset with one of the referees. The other referees are saying, okay, let's get this game going. Meanwhile, they put Dalton Struss in place of Malik McPike. Hopefully his hand is okay. Don't want to see any of these players get hurt. Basketball is supposed to be a non-contact sport, and I've seen several injuries so far this year. So with the timeout called, let's take a quick break.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, we are back. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This ball is going to be, I believe, out of bounds to Elsberry. They are holding a very precarious 2-point lead. And the ball gets into Derek Taylor. He gets it up and over to Garrick Hill, and he's in for 2 points. Clopton pushes it up the court, but runs into a wall. Here's a 3-point attempt. No good. And Trevor Anthony was slammed on that rebound, but no foul was called. Meanwhile, it went out of bounds against Clopton, so Elsberry's bringing it up the court. Little half-court pressure here by Clopton. Derek Taylor pulled up his... Okay, they get it into Trevor Anthony. And he went up and got his 2 points. Now, I'm sorry, that was Garrick Hill. Got the 2 points and a foul. That gives a 6-point lead right now to Elsberry, plus 1 at the free throw. Ball is up, and it bounces out. So Clopton has the ball. They're going to try to get it in deep. They're all over Clopton player, and that shot is no good. Trevor Anthony comes up with the rebound. Gets it over to Derek Taylor. That pass was intended for Jack St. Pierre, but he didn't know it was coming. So the ball thrown out, and Clopton has the ball. 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 6-point lead for Elsberry. Here's Sean Yates with the ball out on the perimeter. Trevor Anthony was able to block that pass when he slipped on the floor trying to go after it. Meanwhile, Daniel Harvey throws it in to Sean Yates. Daniel Harvey has it, tried to drive the baseline, wasn't there. Cross-court pass. Beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful play to Dalton Struss coming up the baseline. That cuts the score to 41-37, 4-point lead for Elsberry. And Garrick Hill bulls his way in there, gets the 2 points. Daniel Harvey tries to take it in. Up. That's going to be a foul right there on Garrick Hill. And I think a technical just got called. The original foul is on Garrick Hill, but there was an incidental technical foul. That technical foul was on Kenan Watts. Really not sure exactly what he must have said something. A lot of discussion going on right now. Okay, in the meantime, Derek Taylor's going to shoot the technical free throws. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Another technical called on the coach. I hope this does not get ugly. There's too many friends on these teams. In the meantime, I hope you can see Derek Taylor down there. He's getting ready to shoot his free throws. First shot is up, and it's good. Not sure how many shots he's going to get. I think at least 4. Second shot is up, and it's good. Third shot is up, and it's good. All eyes in the gymnasium on him. Last shot is short. Like I said, you see these players out here, and every one of them are trying as hard as they can to win, but there are also many of them are playing against friends. I just saw one of them go up and shake Derek Taylor's hand. So, Elsberry gets the ball out of bounds. They have a 9-point lead at this point in time. Still some more discussion going on. They just told the Clopton coach to sit down. All right, the ball is in to Derek Taylor. Garrick Hill is driving in, puts the ball up, and it's good. But he stepped on the line. He stepped on the line, so the shot is no good. Turns the ball over to Clopton. 20.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This place is getting rowdy. Clopton has the ball. Sean Yates has it on the outside. He gets it and wants to drive in, but there's too many white shirts right there. They can't seem to get the ball into the baseline. And third quarter ends, and Clopton could not get a shot away. The roof is about to come down on this building. Let's take a break.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. These days, the concept of value matters more than ever, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back. We have 8 minutes of regulation left in this game. The score is Elsberry 46, Clopton 37. I got a feeling it's not going to stay like that, though. Meanwhile, to start this fourth quarter, Clopton gets the ball. They get it thrown in to Zach Evans. And Daniel Harvey gets the 2 points. A lot of pressure now. Well, not as much as I thought they would be from Clopton. Garrick Hill is bringing the ball up the court. And they called an offensive foul on Garrick Hill. He got the ball down low to Trevor Anthony. But in the meantime, and that's 3 fouls on Garrick Hill. He's got to play a little more carefully now. There's 2 points for Clopton. That was Sean Yates from the free throw line. Meanwhile, Derek Taylor's bringing it up for Elsberry. Clopton has cut the lead to 5. Now we got Joel Mound was taking the round, but Elsberry called a timeout. We're just going to stay right here. Not sure how long that next commercial is. It's a 30-second commercial. That's all right. We're just going to stay right here and talk about this one. 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in regulation. Elsberry 46, Clopton 41. Meanwhile, Elsberry will be taking the ball out of bounds. I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of pressure. Clopton's going to be playing hard. They get the ball into Garrick Hill. He puts it up, and it's good. Takes it back to a 7-point lead. There's Sean Yates, had the ball stripped. All right, ball's out of bounds. They're saying it's to Clopton. They get the ball way back. Here's a three-point attempt. No good, and Hill comes up with the rebound. Derek Taylor has the ball now, slows it down at the point. Jake Reimel up for the layup, and it's good. And that is Kenan Watts. Went in for the layup on the baseline. Couldn't get it done, got his own rebound, and came down on the line. So, Derek Taylor bringing the ball up the court. He gets the ball over to Joel Mound. Get the ball back out to Reimel and Taylor. Now the ball was, Garrick Hill had the ball, and they called a foul away from the ball. Maybe it wasn't away from the ball. That foul was against Chance Lucas. Puts Garrick Hill on the line for, I would think, 2 shots. Nope. To 1-1, but he got the first one. That gives Elsberry a 10-point lead with 5:38 remaining in regulation. And the second shot was no good. Clopton comes up with the rebound. They hurry it up the court. Zach Evans has it, gets it over, and there's Sean Yates from the free throw line, 2 points. So Derek Taylor's bringing it up now. Clopton's in a man-to-man defense. And they get Hill for traveling. So Clopton's going to be bringing it up the court. They're bringing it up pretty fast. There's Sean Yates with the ball, and Dalton Struss was driving the baseline and just got called for an offensive foul. So in the meantime, Derek Taylor brings the ball up the court. 8-point lead for Elsberry. Here's Joel Mound with the ball. He gets it over to Jake Reimel. Reimel takes it in and passes it off. And there's Derek Taylor for a long 2 points. And there was a foul on Elsberry. That was on Joel Mound. That's his first. That puts Daniel Harvey on the line. 1-1, first one falls in, so he's there for a second shot. Elsberry's in the double bonus. Clopton still 2 fouls away from the double bonus. Second one's no good. Garrick Hill comes up with the rebound. He gets it into Trevor Anthony, and they're back out to Derek Taylor. Back out to Hill. Over to Anthony. There's Joel Mound. He's going to he's going to dribble around. Back out to Jake Reimel. They're just taking some time off the clock. Over to Joel Mound. Garrick Hill again. There's no shot clock in high school basketball. There's a foul on Chance Lucas. Puts Garrick Hill on the line. Double bonus, he'll be shooting 2. Timeout called by Clopton. Let's take a break.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Here we are back. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in regulation. The score at this time is Elsberry 53, Clopton 44. 9-point lead, but that is a precarious 9-point lead. Elsberry's into the double bonus. Clopton is still 2 fouls away from the double bonus. Right now we have Garrick Hill on the line for 2 shots. He can take this. He can take this to an 11-point lead. First shot is good. Rolls around, but it finally rolls in. He had gravity on his side that time. Takes it to a 10-point lead for Elsberry. Second shot is good. 55-44, 11-point lead for Elsberry. And there was an out-of-control play by Daniel Harvey, and meantime, Elsberry comes up with it. I think they're just going to play some pitch and catch for a while. And the ball was starting to go out of bounds. Jake Mound got it, but Elsberry called timeout anyway. So let's take another break here with 3 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in regulation.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, here we are back once again. Elsberry holding on to an 11-point lead at this time, 55-44. 3:24 remaining in regulation. When we come back, Elsberry will have the ball. I think at least one of the Elsberry players has 4 fouls. I might be wrong on that. Like I said, I don't have any statisticians with me here, and I can't keep up with keeping track of that too. And they get the ball into Derek Taylor. He gets the ball in low to Garrick Hill, and he draws a foul. So that puts Garrick Hill back on the line. See who that foul was on. That was on Kyle Martin. That's 4 fouls on him. First shot is up. Oh, rims in and out. Second shot. It's up and it's short. Clopton comes up with that rebound, and here's a long 2-point shot. Trevor Anthony up with the rebound. They get the ball to Derek Taylor. He's going to bring it up the court, but he's taking his time. He's in no hurry. Get the ball into Trevor Anthony. And that ball is out of bounds against Clopton. 2 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in regulation. Jake Reimel gets it into Derek Taylor. Over to Garrick Hill. There's Jake Reimel with it. And I believe a foul was called. That foul was on Peyton Sambo. That's his first. That puts Jake Reimel to the line with 2 shots. First shot's up, and it's good. Elsberry has had a pretty good free throw percentage tonight. And amazingly enough, good free throw percentage, pretty good percentage of points from the paint, and they're winning the game. Amazing how that works. And I believe he actually intentionally put that ball up hard to try to get the rebound. In the meantime, that foul was called on Jake Reimel. That's his 4th. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remaining, and Jake Reimel's going to be playing with 4 fouls. They need him in the game. He's an important player. That puts Daniel Harvey on the line. Shot is up, and it's good. That takes it back to an 11-point lead for Elsberry, 56-45. Second shot is up, and it's good. 56-46, 10-point lead for Elsberry. Derek Taylor's bringing the ball up, doing some fancy dribbling. He gets the ball into Trevor Anthony, and that ball is picked off. There's Zach Evans bringing it up the court. He's driving hard. And there's 2 points. That was Dalton Struss. He drove in hard, and there was 2 points for Clopton. That takes it to an 8-point lead. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Clopton has not given up, nor should they. And we have a foul called on Dalton Struss. It's going to put Jake Reimel back on the line. And that is second foul for Struss. First shot is no good. It barely touched the net. Needs to put a little more oomph into that one. 56-48. Jared Hone is coming in for Clopton. And the ball rattles in. 57-48, 9-point lead. 2 minutes remaining. And that foul is going to be on who? 54 or 44? I don't know. 54, that's on Trevor Anthony. That's only his second. Meanwhile, though, that puts Zach Evans on the line. First shot rims in and out. Now his second shot is up. And it's no good, but Clopton gets the rebound. Dalton Struss came up with it. And the ball fumbled around, and Garrick Hill has the ball, but Elsberry decides to slow it up. They had the ball under the basket and decided to throw it back out again. 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining in regulation. 9-point lead for Elsberry, 57-48. Both teams are in double bonus now. And that is 4 fouls on Sean Yates. That puts Derek Taylor at the line for 2 shots. First one is good. 10-point lead, Elsberry. Now he's up for his second shot. And it's going to be short, I can tell that. Zach Evans gets with the rebound, and he's bringing it up strong. He's just taking it right to the back, and that ball was stuffed. And there was Derek Taylor all the way. And that ball was up in the air, nobody could get it. Finally, Sean Yates bounced it off of an Elsberry player, so Clopton gets it out of bounds. Score is 60-48 with 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining. Clopton has it in. They tried playing fancy, and Jake Reimel said, nope, I'm taking this away from you. So Garrick Hill had the ball. They were slapping him around. Get it over to Taylor, and there was a foul on Sean Yates. And that's his 5th foul. Sean Yates fouls out with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining. Like I said, a lot of these players I remember from football. He's a good football player, and he's also a good basketball player. And a timeout is called. Derek Taylor is going to be on the line when we come back. Let's take a break.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see.
Okay, we are back for the final 1 minute and 2 seconds in this game. Score, Elsberry 60, Clopton 48. Derek Taylor at the line for 2. First one's up and it's good. 13-point lead for Elsberry. Here's the second shot. And it's good. 62-48, 14-point lead for Elsberry. Less than a minute to play. There was a three-point attempt. Garrick Hill came up with the rebound, and Elsberry has it. And I think Elsberry's just going to play some pitch and catch right now. Reimel over to Hill. Clopton tried to steal it and couldn't. Get it back out to Derek Taylor. Over to Joel Mound. There's Reimel. Back to Derek Taylor. And into Trevor Anthony. And he's going to drive it in. Puts it up, and it's no good. But it stays with Elsberry. 17.8 seconds remaining in this game. I think I can quit saying regulation now. Jake Reimel has the ball out of bounds. He's going to throw it in. He gets it in. Well, he was going to get it in to Garrick Hill. Threw the ball out. Okay, now it's Clopton has the ball. Again, 17.8 seconds remaining. And they bring it up. Driving the baseline, no good. Garrick Hill with the rebound. 5 seconds. Joel Mound has the ball. He's just going to hang on to it. And that is the buzzer and the end of the ball game. A hard-fought game by both teams. Final score is 62-48. Elsberry over Clopton.
How about another round of applause for two great basketball games tonight?
Yeah, the PA announcer just said something about the two great basketball games tonight. They were. They were both games. Both games were very good. The Clopton girls came out on top, and the Elsberry boys came out on top. So, once again, like I said, it was a pretty evenly matched game. Elsberry they were hitting their free throws mainly, and they were also getting a lot of their points in the paint. They maybe ended up a little more disciplined, but what we're going to do right now is just say goodnight. The PA system for the gym, they're doing a little more ceremony here. But let's see. Let me look at the calendar, see when our next game is. Let's see. It is next Friday night, the 14th of December. So we have another week and a day until the next ball game. It's going to be here at Elsberry at 7 o'clock. It's a boys basketball game against Wright City. So plan to be here if you can. If not, then plan to listen to me and watch the game on the Indian Sports Network, made possible by the Elsberry Democrat. So this is Kenny Masterson for the Indian Sports Network signing off. Thank you for listening tonight, and good night from Elsberry, Missouri.